Hey, welcome back to another RSG Lunch Stream. I'm Ranger J1999, part of the wacky crew that is the RSG crew. Welcome to our lunch stream. If you're new or if you're old, doesn't matter. What is the lunch stream, you may be asking? Once, or we just hang out with you wonderful people for the next hour or so and kind of do some roster reviews, answer some questions, kind of hang out, and much stupidity follows after that. I brought along the crew with me. We got a ton of people in here, so let's introduce everybody. Let's see who we got. We got, of course, the troll extraordinaire, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman. Dr. Finn. Down mute. And Dr. Finn failed us. Also joining us, hopefully he's there, is the big deal himself, Grande Pappy Patron.
How about now?
All right, that's enough, and that's it for Grande today. So, also joining us, we have the lovely Dana Descent. Oh my God.
Gosh. Oh my word.
Did that work?
Lord, oh my God. Also joining us, we have the Grim the Mechanic.
Viva la RSG.
Oh Jesus! Also joining us, who is not French apparently, is the soulless one, Saintly Red.
Hey everyone!
Thank you for being normal.
He's supposed to say "Yes, we."
No, he's not.
Just we saw this.
No, ignore that, Saintly. They're very bad people. Also joining us today, we've got across the pond, who is definitely not French, Mike Hunt.
Sacre bleu!
I was wrong. He's retarded as the rest of them. And last but not least, Stoner Jedi's here.
What's up?
Yeah, see, not French. Good for you, my friend. Good for you. All right, so that's who we have, everybody. You know, normally we let's talk about the mechanisms real quick. We've got a roster review we're going to do today, but make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, guys. If you like the content that we're putting out, it really helps us out. Give us a thumbs up on that video. It really helps spread the word about the RSG content that we're putting out there. We got our Patreon page that's up there. We're almost at our goal of 300 for the first goal that we set. So if you'd like to support us with Patreon, please feel free to. Any bit helps us put out more content, keep things going, so we can keep rocking and rolling. Also, we put up there on the Amazon wish list, we put in a I think Black Series Revan for me, and then I put it up there. I can't believe how expensive this is. The Lego Voltron. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great showpiece for us, but oh my God! The thing's like $100 or $200.
Wow.
So before we started,
It's
I don't think
Legos!
you heard me, Ranger. So I was saying I'd be right back because I was a knock on my door, and it was the delivery guy.
Was
And
it did you get a Lego Voltron?
I didn't get a Lego Voltron. I got a couple of the other things on my wish list. So I already thanked the person, but I'll thank all of you guys because it's
Was one a
really
kiss?
No. So one of them was put on there because Ouchie had suggested it, and it was the like writing tablet. And so somebody got me the writing tablet and
Very nice.
another Porg Funko. So I'm gonna be
Well,
Nice.
whoever did that for the writing tablet, that is very nice. Whoever got him another Porg, you are a very bad person.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
see the pork.
That will not be shown while I'm streaming, so y'all gonna have to figure that shit out on your own.
And
Well, we
Ranger,
have-
actually, the Voltron Lego isn't that expensive. You should see the Lego Executor. That's $1,000.
Yeah, I don't need that. I thought, people were saying I should put it up there, and I'm like, okay, let's put it up there. And then I saw the price. I'm like, oh my God, it's just Legos.
it's never just Legos.
God in heaven.
It's just like the tip.
Mm. So those are on the wish list. Now, that's all the mechanisms we need to get through. However, there's something I'd like to play, and I'd like to do this for one of our best RSG fans. Dana knows who this is, so we're just going to play this and let it do itself. That's if my phone will quit doing advertisements. Really? God. You've got to be kidding me. I had it all ready to go, and you know what? I'm deleting that shit. Damn it. Hold on. That really pisses me off. Hold on. I'm in anger mode, so that app just got deleted, and that app just got deleted. Hey, advertisers, don't do stupid crap that pisses people off with your apps. That's how you lose people. Just saying.
Yeah.
What he said.
Dumbasses.
Yep.
Hey, Silverbolt, I know you're in chat. I may end up asking you for help with this tablet, just so you know.
Is it
All right, here we go.
All
right, here we go.
Tablet?
It's one of those writing drawing tablets.
Yeah.
Right. It's red on the front. It says Big Chief. It's like one of the original iPads.
Yeah,
No. This is a different thing. Well, listen to the thing first.
All right, let's listen. Let's listen.
What would you like Finity to do?
He needs to dye his hair silver with sparkles and glitter and little rhinestones. And he needs to dress up his porch. And he needs to put a little bow and glitter on his porch hat. And he needs to dress up his AK with sparkles.
Hey, that is
Okay, that was adorable.
that's Dana's lovely
I'm
dollar
telling you.
hero, and I'd just like to say that Finn, you have to do this.
She was so excited about it. She kept, after I stopped the recording, she kept going on and on. She was like, oh, and he has to do this with the porgs and this, and they have to get married. And she was just so excited.
That's awesome.
He's already done those bits already.
Finn, your response.
Do you have one of the pictures loaded? I was trying to.
No, I don't have. You have to put him in Skype. I don't have anything loaded.
Okay, I'll put it in Skype because I know. Dana, did you sew these pictures to Kyrie?
I did. She was so excited. I said I was gonna record her response to it, but she was like squealing. It was really, really cute.
Okay. So hold on, let me get the picture. So I'll put it in Skype here for you, Ranger. Hurry up and load. There we go.
So Finn's gonna dye his hair?
No.
Not if he
I'm
doesn't.
not gonna dye my
Yeah, he is
hair,
because he's
but
gonna break a little girl's heart, and we
I may
wouldn't
get a
want that,
wig.
would we, Finn?
I may get a wig and then I'll do that. But
All right, let me see if he's put the pictures in here. I'm not seeing.
it's loading right now.
Not
Yeah,
seeing any
it's loading.
photos. Okay.
It's loading. Give it a second. It's loading. It's loading. Okay, 50% done. Come on. Come on, picture go. Go, picture go. Okay, 65%. Come on, come on. Come on, it's almost at 75.
Your
Come on,
internet
you can hit
sucks,
75.
Finn.
You can hit 75. You can hit 70. Yeah, you got 75. Oh, there we go. Now it's at 75. It's rounding the corner. It's rounding the corner. Now it's at 80, 85, 85. Now it's at 85. Now we're hitting 90, 90, 90, 95, 95, 95. Boom. Now it's at 100 and it should be loading on your computer.
All right, so here we go. Here's the image that Finn created for Kyrie. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Aww.
Even the porg looks sad. Like, what?
Aww.
Like, butthole, why'd you do this to me? That is horrifying.
It's so cute.
In
You know what I think that is?
way?
You know what I think that is? I think I figured it out. That's the Porg pimp. I figured it out.
Oh, that's right.
That's the Porg pimp right there. That's
Better have my money. I ain't
That's
playing with
important.
y'all. You better recognize. Break yourself.
You know, it's missing the cane, man.
I know.
That's
There's-
adorable.
There's a few other pictures coming, so.
That is cool, though.
I ain't playing with y'all. About to get rowdy up in this business.
So
Okay, well, that's about all I can handle. All right,
Yeah.
so let's get to
Aw.
the roster review, shall we? So, much more to look forward to with that. Kyrie will be very happy. Let's see. So today we are doing Obi-Wan Pocket's profile, and they are in the Kessel Run. And Dr. Finn, what are they looking for us to kind of look at here and take a look at?
So Obi-Wan's is pretty simple in concept, but obviously we have to go through his roster, and what he's looking for is improve his effectiveness in territory wars, and then phase 6 of light side territory battles.
Well, phase 6, like, let's just go right to the Rogue One team. I mean, let's just be honest here. If it ain't geared, it ain't happening.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it is geared, with Gear 12 and Zetas, it still may not happen. I'm sorry, it ain't happening. But
yeah, that Rogue One mission seems to have gotten harder and everything too, so it's not an easy one. But he has a Gear 11 Jin without a Zeta. So that may be part of it, because his Gear 11 with he has the team. He has Jin, Chirrut, Base, Cassian, and K2. K2 Gear 10, everyone else Gear 11, but he has no Zeta on Jin.
Yeah, so not even having the Zetas for Jin or Cassian makes that just really, really super difficult. It's just ridiculous how hard that has gotten. If you are able to, with the Zetas, Jin and Cassian, do make a huge difference. I do get to the last battle. It's not like I get wasted in the first couple. I always get to the 6th battle, and I always have turn meter, and then I'm like, all right, let me just do that. And they're going, and I'm dead. What happened? I didn't get another chance. What the hell? So K2SO is a big part of that because he can daze and keep them from assisting each other. That is monumentally important. But having the Zetas makes a big difference. I know from personal experience, I can tell you that doing the mission without them with gear, I mean, they've got to be Gear 11, so you're pretty solid on that front, but Zetas make a big difference with that team. However, they're not a Zeta priority, so it's kind of hard for me to tell you to put Zetas on that team. Even though I've done it, it's just I have head pains from just thinking about that, Finn. And I blame you.
You need some Advil.
I can't think about it. My head hurts. Here, try some of these.
That's what Advil's for.
New print.
I use
yellow,
SRP
different
instead of K2, and I don't have a Zeta on Jin or Cassian.
You can, but if the RG goes against you, where they just mow down your SRP, you're in trouble.
So far, I mean, I'm probably calling the wolf out of the forest or whatever, and I'm going to get massacred from here on. So far, I've only failed to complete it once.
Right. Well, you've been lucky, because a lot of us have not.
They are all Gear 12.
All right. So we're looking at the Rogue One now. The other teams is, you have to be smart. I always use Resistance with R2 in the Southern Battle. In the Northern Battle, you want to go with your CLS team, right? CLS and stuff like that. The team that you want to use for the ATST mission is JTR and BB-8. With Leia, you can go Kenobi, and I went Scavenger Ray, and I have no problems with it. That way I free up all my other rebels with, I think I went in last time with Luke. I think you have to use rebels, right? For that one, it's not in front of me, so I can't remember.
No, you can use anyone.
Right,
because I've used GK Zaris before now.
No, on the northern one, it's rebels, so you can't use.
Oh, sorry, I thought you.
Right, no, the southern one you can use whatever you want. I just use the resistance team with R2, just not a problem. But the northern one, if you can, CLS, you can go there. OG Han, any combination works really good up there. But
Phoenix can be good.
Phoenix is really good if they're geared. They have to be geared though, or you're going to get slaughtered. But a really high level geared like CLS, OG Han, maybe Biggs Wedge. You can go with Old Ben. Old Ben's really key in that because his AoE blocks a lot of their abilities, and you can do some resets and stuff. But there's different combinations. There's no be all end all combination. Just as long as you have CLS, you're really solid. So that's kind of what I run for those, and I usually start all of it except for that goddamn Rogue One mission where I'm like, all right, I'm 113 out of 113, let's get this last star, and I'm dead. And then I cry. I have done it before, but this last one was so difficult. I was like, oh, come on, man, damn. All right, what else do we need to look at, Dr. Finn?
Territory Wars. So we got to go through his roster.
All right, so let's just go team by team. We'll start down the list. Let's go first order. That's a good defensive team to start off with. And let's see where it's at. Pretty damn good. Yeah, he's got a good first order team. He's got Kylo Ren and Mass both to Gear 12. Executioners 11. Officers 11. First Order Stormtroopers 11. There you go. There's a good defensive team right there for you. And they're all Gear 11 plus. I don't know if they have the Zetas or not. Someone will tell me. Looks pretty solid on that, so someone can look up the Zetas. Let's look up Sith. I think your Sith are solid because I saw them on your PvP team. Yeah, that's another good solid team for you as well with Traya, Scion, Nihilus. You can go Trooper. A lot of people are going Dooku on this team, which you do have Gear 11, so that's another solid. Typically, I see Traya on defense. You're not seeing a lot of people using it on offense on higher tiers. Mid tiers, it's a mix. Some using it on defense, some are using it on offense, so it depends what your guild needs. You know, and I'm looking over here on Galaxy Heroes, and what are they showing there? The first thing? The damn Voltron $1,200. That's not even right. Shame on you.
Oh.
Shame on you, GG. It's awful.
What, the Bandai one?
The really
Bandai. It's so cool looking
one.
though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, but
you know it's cool looking.
It is very cool looking, but that's just wrong. I'll never own something like that. So your Sith look.
Don't say never.
Yeah, please.
Never.
I know my limitations, Finn.
Okay.
Let's look at
First Order wise, he has a Zeta on Merciless Pursuit, and that's it. No Zeta on Scarred, and no Zeta on First Order Stormtrooper.
All right, those are possible priorities for you if you're going to run that team on defense. Scarred's pretty important. Yeah, and First Order Stormtrooper is pretty important to have too. Zeta, it really does help the team. Okay, Night Sisters. Pretty solid. They're all Gear 11. Definitely can run first. Now, Night Sisters, there's different combinations people are using. Some go Asajj lead with like 2 tanks. Usually it's like a Royal Guard in there with Talzin, Ventress, Oldaka, and then Zombie and Royal Guard. You're seeing some do Ventress, Talzin, Daka, Zombie, and Emphas Nest. I've seen that on defense. Of course, if you're not going on defense, you've got the team that you can easily use this on offense against a lot of teams quite easily. So you've got the Night Sisters in a good spot. So far, 3 for 3. Let's look at Jedi. Has the GK Zeros team. That's a really good combination on offense. Basso's Gear 11, 4 stars. Has Hermit Yoda, 7 stars, Gear 11, Grandmaster Yoda. So a team that you can use on defense is Basla, Old Ben, Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, and Ezra, which you have Gear 12. So yeah, definitely. And then you can use another team for offense, which is Zeta Bearers with General Kenobi. Rex is good on that team. There's different combinations you can go with. But yeah, typically I run Rex in 5s on that team with like a Wampa or something that can be protected that just goes in and wipes out the rest of the team because you can't, it's hard to penetrate that defense and they can't be critted and you're healing and you just let that big mamma jamma go in there and go nom 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 nom. It's like me eating porgs.
Aww.
What do you mean aw? They're delicious and they taste like chicken. Don't give me an aw. Chewbacca wants to eat one, I can eat one too.
You're gonna make Kyrie cry. I hope you know that. So.
She did. You know what's gonna make her cry more, Finn? If you don't do what she asked.
Oh, I will. Don't worry. I'm just gonna do it with a wig, not my own hair.
Well, no one expects you to have short hair. I mean, come on, Finn. We know that's not gonna. It's got to be.
I did.
What?
You did what?
You did what? What?
I expected him to.
Oh,
real hair.
Well, we're talking about normal, sane people.
Mm-hmm.
Not artists that are surrounded by swearing.
I do not know what this normal sane person thing is.
That's exactly my point. Thank you.
Right. It's not wrong.
I already told her it wouldn't be your real hair because she asked if you were going to dye her hair, and I said, well, not his real hair, but he'll get a wig.
You can't run in as a doctor and do that. She has to understand that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kiri.
Yeah.
We cannot have Finn scaring snot out of his patients.
Once you put glitter on yourself, it doesn't come off.
No, we can't have you looking at open wounds and stuff and trying to save people's life. Like, glitter got in there. Oh.
Infection by glitter.
That's not good.
That would be.
Jedi look great. You can use this on defense. You can use it on offense. You got a couple teams there that you can use. I mean, you've got the pieces, man. They're really solid. Missing some Zetas here and there. Looks like you're hurting for Zetas, and that's nothing new for anybody. I'm just curious. Let's look at these bounty hunters. Possible defensive team. Let's see what he's got. Boss, gear 11, 6 stars. 10, 11. You could go some bounty hunters. He's got a 6-star boss possibility if you put the Zeta on there for his lead. That's a good possible defensive team. I'd go green. There's differing viewpoints. I kind of like Boss with IG-88, Boba Fett. I like Greedo on that team. You could go Sam, or you can go Dengar Greedo. It doesn't, because one or the other are going to set off those. Dengar is good on the team because he will set off the thermal detonators. So, but those other three, Bubba, IG-88, and Bosk, are really, really good. Not bad, not too bad at all. All right, let's look at something else. Well, let's just see what he's got up top. I think he's got the JTR team. Obviously, you have the JTR team. Resistance is really good. That's what we're going to look at next. If it'll let me. Please let me. For the love of Christ, let me. Alright. He's got Fin Gear 11, good. Troopers 12, good. Holdo 7. Yeah, man, you could easily run like JTR, BB-8, Scav Ray. Boy, oh boy, so much to pick from here. Because you could go. So a team that you can use is keep JTR, R2, BB-8, Scav Ray, and Holdo, right? Then you run Finn with Trooper, Poe, Resistance Pilot. Now, if you get your Rose Tico up a little bit more, she's really fantastic on that team. But then that team is really good against crew, but it depends on your Poe. You got to get them around 260 speed to have a chance. And if he can go first, it's a solid win. But your JTR team is obviously good either or offense or defense. And I'm sure you have the CLS team. So those are kind of the teams you want to look at, only for territory wars. People use them in different scenarios. Typically crews on defense all the time. The other teams, depends on where your guild is at. They can be used for offense or defense. And there's different combinations that you can use. But typically, I think your roster is pretty solid for just the characters. I haven't looked at Zetas for anything. I haven't looked at Zetas yet. Is anybody looking at the Zetas and kind of say what think he needs to put on those Zetas and where they need to go?
You want me to go through all his Zetas and then you can figure out?
Well, I mean, you can look at him, Finn, and say what he doesn't have and let us know what he could possibly work on. I don't want to list out every Zeta.
I mean, so it depends on the team because he has, so his Jedi Training Ray team is pretty much done.
Right.
He has a CLS team that's good to go.
Right.
His Jedi team is a Qui-Gon Jinn lead team. How was his Bastila again?
It's like 4-star, 5-star, something like that. It's Gear 11.
Okay, so he could potentially do a Zeta on Bastila's.
Yeah,
he does
definitely
have Grandmaster Yoda's battle meditation as well. And his I got a phone call in the middle there. Did you look at his Hermit Yoda?
Yeah, it's solid. He can easily do the full Bastila team with Old Ben.
Okay, so he doesn't have any Zetas on Hermit Yoda either. So that's another one. He does have Emperor Palpatine lead. He has Scion. He has Double Zeta Traya. He does not have Nihilus. Now, Nihilus is one of those questionable ones. You may or may not want to do it, so just something to look at. We discussed Scarred. We discussed First Order Stormtrooper. He only has the lead of Asajj for his Night Sisters. Okay. So potentially Asajj is unique. Mother Talzin's unique. Oh, I apologize. He does have Bastila's lead. Okay. So he does have Bastila's lead. So he's good with the Jedi team. So he might want to do Hermit Yoda. So
say to me, you will.
Yeah. So the characters we're looking at: Asajj unique, Mother Talzin unique, Hermit Yoda strength flows,
and then the First Order.
Scarred. Yeah, and then Scarred on First Order, or what's it?
First Order Stormtrooper. Just say First Order Stormtrooper.
Yeah, First Order Stormtrooper. I forget the name of it.
That's right.
Name of it.
That's right.
But yeah. So yeah, I think those are probably the next ones because he has all the other kind of major ones, and then Nihilus is questionable if you want it or don't want it. It's up to you. There's a little bit of controversy as to whether or not it's good or bad. So
right.
But he has all the others.
But yeah, don't worry about Nihilus. But and then possible the ones down the road, Bosk League, especially since you have him 6 stars, probably getting to 7 stars. That's really good. So he's going to be there. That bounty hunter team is really good on defense. Can be good on offense for certain situations, but definitely good on defense. The pain he has to deal with. Yeah, I think your roster looks pretty solid. What else do we need to look at there? I mean, we just covered the snot out of Territory Wars.
He just wanted Territory Wars and basic light side territory battle.
There you go. I mean, we covered both. So Obi-Wan, if you have more questions, let us know. You can get with us specifically. Those are kind of like a ton of teams that you need to. We talked about what you need to do for territory battles, but even then, doing it for Rogue One, good luck. It's just a Rogue One mission that I think everyone runs into problems with, and it's because it requires such a gear check and data check for that mission, since they made it so hard that it's like, oh Jesus. The other ones, we gave you the teams that you can really be successful with, and then we went through pretty much a ton of what we see typically used for territory wars. I mean, there's other teams, but they're more for certain situations like Phoenix, things of that nature. Let's play it by ear, but those are the main ones you could be really successful with those teams.
And I really like his roster, I have to say. It's like very focused. It goes gear 11.
Focused. Yeah,
it's a very focused, well put together, free to play roster.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. I mean, that's really, really good. Me likey. More than Finn. Because Finn doesn't like anything. All right, let's move on.
Except pork.
Oh, God.
Pork.
Pork.
Yeah, I figured it was coming. And speaking of which, yeah. So what was up with all the porging on Monday, and why did you stop him, Dana?
You think I would stop that?
Yeah. Here, let's look. Here it says.
What would you like Finity to do?
He needs to dye his hair silver with sparkles and glitter and little rhinestones. And he needs to dress up his porg. And he needs to put a little bow and glitter on his porg hat. And he needs to dress up his AK with sparkles.
From the mouth of babes, Finn.
Pork.
Stop it. I'll put you both on timeout.
She said she would like a little bow on your porg hat.
Yeah, I know. I saw. Yeah. I'm gonna. I did hear that. Don't worry.
Yeah, Finn, why did you do that?
Hey, give me some time here. I don't keep a wig around just naturally, so I have to find. I had to go to the craft store and buy doll hair in order to put hair on my porg. So give me some time here. I didn't even realize they sold doll hair separately. These are things that I'm learning now.
Right now, there's a little curious somewhere just sitting there sad because she didn't see Finn's porg with a bow.
No, she saw my porg getting dressed up. That's why I did it. So hold her over for a little while until I.
I love how the mirror is in front of the porg and the porg's looking at itself in the mirror.
And
they haven't seen that one yet. That one's coming soon.
And the face it's making is saying, "Kill me now."
No, that one's coming soon. That one is getting actually posted on Twitter tomorrow, so you guys can get ready.
Did we lose Grande? I'm used to him saying like something.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Grande, you're not really saying much.
He's been disconnecting a little bit.
Grande, you're not saying
you're
a
good
lot.
Now, Grande?
I hear him.
Sorry, I'm multitasking poorly. I apologize.
Oh, all right. Well, you're just a little quiet. That's disconcerting because you're used to you saying 9,000 ridiculous things.
Yes.
All right. Let's get to some questions, shall we?
Yorveld, question: at how many shards before tray unlock should I start saving gear in Zetas?
Immediately.
From the start.
Mm-hmm. I started off the bat. I mean, you need 200 droid collars. You need 250 carbantes. You need like crazy number of stun guns, and then once you surpass those levels, then you can start spending those. So I would just start saving for Treya now. Keep a spreadsheet, and then like just track however much you have, and then once you have excess, then you can start spending it. But don't risk your Treya.
And then
Porg.
I'm gonna start putting people on timeout if I hear that stupid.
Bradzo, so kind of question. I was late on the last lunch stream, so I'll re-propose my question. How does Ranger feel about Finity's Porg lunch stream on Monday?
He secretly loved it, but he doesn't want to tell anyone.
That's a bunch of horse crap.
You see, he can't tell anyone.
I hated it.
See, he's trying to keep appearances, but that's okay. We all know how.
That's not right, Finn.
That's okay. We understand, Ranger.
Well, we understand that you have a sick addiction.
Well, yeah, we're not talking about me though.
Yes, we are, Mr. Porg.
No, he was asking.
All I
how
asked you to
felt.
do was just run the lunch stream.
And I did.
And you didn't, because you did was
Porg,
talk about
Porg.
the stupid Porgs. And then the stream buffered and stuff, because obviously he was downloading more stuff for Porgs. So that just tells you a little bit of where Finn's brain matter is at the moment.
Porg.
No, what did I tell you? Finn, you're on a timeout. All right, next question, please.
Darth Hideous, question for the big deal. You say mod slicing is broken. How surprising.
I'm just saying it's a resource management game. This is the brand new thing that just came out. It possibly has a few little minor tweaks that need to happen. Like, it doesn't have the right amount of stuff needed to slice here and slice there. So what I would do is, if you see something, take a picture of it, post it on the forums, post it on the EA, the help.ea.com for bugs, and let's make sure we help them kind of proofread and edit. It's very likely that the amounts or the items needed to slice are not fully correct, because there's 50,000 of us and there's 17 of them. So yeah, and I don't want someone to accidentally spend the wrong amount of resources on a mod that they don't really want to upgrade. So be really super careful. Read what you're doing and don't fat finger it. I mean, it's just like anything else that comes out with a new update. I mean, if they updated Microsoft
Did someone
Word,
mentioning the fat fingering of the thing? I'm here to tell you shouldn't be listening to Grande with the finger in the thing, because it's just playing with the chicken.
It's the other way. It's the other way around. When you cock up, you blame it on fat fingers. Otherwise, you're the dog.
Mike, you cannot use that kind of foreign filth language in here.
That sounded really filthy. Whatever he just said sounded like he insulted someone.
Oh man, York's just got 10 Grievous shards. He's just completed the second wave of ground war and 3 mods with speed. Yay!
You're more excited. You're more excited about what happens on your free to play alt. I love it. I think you get oh man.
My free to play alt struggles with everything. It's my grounding. It's like yeah. Not everyone has a 7-star Bastilla. I didn't know that until
it's called the Bastilla. Please pronounce it right. It's a filthy Englishman.
Not everyone has a BS Jedi.
All I know is sometimes Mike is giving a compliment, but whenever I hear him say it, I'm like, I think he just insulted me. But he actually gave me a compliment. Can you say that in a different kind of English? And then you're like, oh, okay, that's nice, Mike.
Yeah, I'll start upsetting any regional.
And bring in Swery. All right, next question.
Joyson, question: mod slicing. Do it now. Don't do it now. And wait.
Do it now.
Store.
Wait.
No, don't listen to Grande. He's stupid.
You know,
Store energy, thoughts on it?
Come on, Grande. Don't bullshit
okay,
me.
you don't have to. Okay, so you don't have to be the first person that rushes out on thin ice. Let's
run, Forrest, run.
Let's wait. Let's wait and let's let some other people, decide they want to play, ice hockey on the pond in the middle of spring. Let's let them do that. The rest of
discipline.
The rest of us will just sit here and hang out. Now, the energy seems pretty cheap. It's 50 crystals, right? So if you wanted to buy that energy up, well, you don't have anywhere to spend it and buy the 50 crystals worth. So in case it doesn't come out today, it comes out tomorrow. You've banked some. That sounds like a smart idea. So right now, we're like a squirrel in winter. We're saving up. We're being cautious. We're being careful. And we'll go hog wild in a couple of days once we've kind of let everyone else be a guinea pig. And the rest of us will kind of waltz right in and do all the awesome stuff after we figured it out. It doesn't matter who's first. It matters who's right.
And there you have it. We're all squirrels and guinea pigs.
Right.
26 Rogue. Question, is it even worth it anymore to buy green or blue mods from the mod shop?
Nope.
No, it is not worth it to buy anything that is not gold with secondaries, primaries, and set bonuses that you like. Don't do it. Don't even do it. I mean,
I'm potentially okay with purple because it's only one slice, but I wouldn't go below purple.
Yeah, you're not buying anything that's not. I'm saying you're not buying anything that's not gold. Infinity's saying you're not buying anything that's not purple. Why? Here's the thing. Given enough time, the right mod will show up in there that's gold. I'm only buying gold mods. Period. If it's not a gold mod, and it doesn't show at least 2 secondaries that I like, a primary that I like, and a set bonus that I like, I'm not buying it. Period. Why? You're just creating more work for yourself later.
Mm-hmm.
See, York has the credits. There is a defense crit damage triangle showing 5 speed. Should he buy it?
Yes.
3.91.
Well, what color is it, Mike?
It's gold. 3.91.
Yeah, buy it.
So my question to this is, what character would you put a defense set on that needs crit damage? There's a lot, I think, right? There's a lot of
Scion.
Ooh,
Scion would be a great Scion mod, wouldn't it?
Yeah, first order stormtrooper with the
First order stormtrooper, it would work.
Yeah.
So I would say if you have the credits, then that mod right there would be one that's worth buying. But here's what I'm saying is, before you buy the mod, you have to say to yourself, what character does this go on? If you can't figure out a character that it goes on, or 2 or 3, don't buy the damn thing.
Or just message Grande and he'll tell you.
I'll tell you, don't buy it.
Just killing Newt Gunray and his mates at the moment, and then I'll go and buy it.
What did you say?
I said, stitch that, Newty.
Said, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, matey.
Yes, I did.
Sidious. All right, next question, please, Sanely.
Why would you die?
Eric H. Question, is it smart to stack mod energy? I currently have 854 out of 144.
Sure.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm stacking it until I can't stack it anymore.
How do you have 854? I have 864.
Well,
Apparently 1104 is the max.
I'm buying character
Fallon.
shots. I've only bought some energy. Screw that.
I'm just getting the 50s for now, so I'm at 864.
I got a scoundrel solo team to build. I got better things to do with my time.
Fallon, question, how does Ranger prefer his porg? Grilled or fried? And what sauce goes best?
I kind of like a little barbecue. A little bit of sauteed mushrooms mixed in with that, let it, slow cook. So you let the fat drip off and you got just the lean meat afterwards. I mean, put a little smoked wood in there, give it about a day. I'm telling you, get a baked potato, and that's called winning.
Porg.
Phelan is.
Finn, you're on another damn timeout.
Porg.
Dana, you're on a
Phelan's
timeout.
in trouble.
You and
Phelan,
Dana
you're
are
in trouble.
go sit in the corner, both of you. Sick of this.
Metkill, question: which Yoda in a Bastila-led team would you put your fastest mod set for Arena?
Grandmaster.
Mm-hmm. You want Grandmaster Yoda going haywire.
You want him to be passing out those buffs as quick as he can get them.
Mm-hmm. Hermit Yoda and Grandmaster Yoda are your two primary focuses of your speed to get them as fast as possible.
Hermit Yoda, by the way, is the better answer.
What? You're on a timeout. Oh my God! Now you are muted. Where's the mute button? I'm muting him.
Oh,
Where's the mute?
I can go get mine.
Let me see.
And they can
well,
talk to each
I'll
other.
mute everybody. Let me see here. Can I mute? Well, let's see here. How do you mute somebody here?
Hermit Yoda is the better answer, though.
Let me see. Where is the mute button? Wait,
Grandmaster
Skype doesn't have a
Yoda
mute button? Oh, that is
Grandmaster
some
Yoda
horse
doesn't need
crap.
speed.
What in the hell?
Grandmaster Yoda doesn't need any
I have
crazy-
been denied.
That's Dana, not me.
Oh no.
That, by the way, is the noise that Sweary makes when food that she likes appears. And it wasn't me that said it.
Well,
It was her mother.
well, I mean, that's not wrong. I mean, I can't argue with scientific fact.
Okay, so Grandmaster Yoda, you do want speed, right? But you don't need to put your best speed mods on Grandmaster Yoda because he gains turn meter with his basic. If you make Hermit Yoda faster, who has a higher base speed, you use Master's Training on Grandmaster Yoda turn 1. He doesn't attack, he gains turn meter, and Grandmaster Yoda will go second. So Hermit Yoda being faster gets your team started off faster, and Grandmaster Yoda will be gaining turn meter with his basic anyway, so you call him with Ezra, you call him with Bastila. Grandmaster Yoda is gaining so much turn meter, extra speed is basically just wasted on him versus Hermit Yoda, who's going to need that speed in order to try and get his Master's Training up.
Damn, Grandmaster Yoda just one-shot a Vader. Good God. You get that little turd up, man. He hits hard with that flippity-flappity triple mile up he does.
Yep. Yoda, you want a bunch of offense because he's just like a killer damage-wise. You can get him. You can try and get him as fast as possible, but speeding up Hermit Yoda is a lot more important.
All right. Next question.
Makwa questioned, what is the order of Zetas for the solo movie tunes?
Kira lead.
Kira doesn't have a Zeta.
Damn it. I was just... Damn it.
You really just need Nest and maybe L3.
No, I'm going to go with Kira lead. No one went with me on that. It's awful.
Hey, Ranger, I got a question for you. What does Kira Lead Zeta do? What does it do for
it's
you? What
called.
do you gain with that?
It says it's called the French Kisser. And
Oh, it is. It's nice. I'll take that Zeta with that lady every day. I would kiss the mother of dragons, and twice on Sundays.
One would hope.
What about Vandor Chewy though?
Yeah,
I'm not kissing him on Sundays.
No.
Only Saturdays.
Only on Saturdays.
No, I'm not kissing.
No, the Zeta. The Zeta.
And really late night Fridays sometimes. If I've drunk a lot.
I'd rather kiss a Wookiee. I can arrange that. And he's like, really? Okay, well, let's go check my schedule.
This just makes Dana laugh.
You see what you started, Zylo?
This just makes Dana just chuckle over there. But I'm only going to kiss him if he has sparkles in his hair.
And he's been tested. You don't want the space herpes.
Oh my god.
You're welcome.
So to your point, Zylo, Vandor Chewy's Zeta is good as well, because when he starts to get the res and everything, it just, if you're trying to prepare for the whatever legendary is coming, and you're trying to do minimum as possible,
Don't
the only
put Zetas.
Zetas.
Yeah, don't put Zetas on him.
No, you want to put Zetas only on things that will help you in the game, and that's Enfys. And that's assuming
and
you have
Enfys probably won't be needed for the legendary.
She may not. Well, depends, right? Because she is a solo. We don't know if they're going to specify specific solo characters or just say like the solo in general, right? Because we don't know if they're going to force the 5 or allow us to pick 5 of the 6.
But My guess is if they ain't prepared, they ain't getting it. Or it'll be like JTR, where one time you have to use Finn and BB-8 and the Viagra brothers, and then the next time it's like, oh, it's Finn and Poe and BB-8.
But that's a journey, so it's a little bit different, right? Because you need 7-star of those characters off the bat.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know, right? Because then you have the Thrawn event where you have like 6 Phoenix, and you could take any combination of them into it. So
at one point, you could only take 5. You couldn't take Sabine even if you wanted to. Remember that?
Yeah, they did force one of them that you needed. One. Yeah, didn't they force Sabine on one of the other ones too? I thought
I thought they forced Chopper. I can't even remember. I mean, it's way fixed by now. But
yeah.
Anyway, here's the deal. Don't go over-invest, right? Mm-hmm. The whole idea about journey and heroic events is that we don't want you to over-invest in a roster that you may or may not want to invest in later. Typically, from our past experience, and what I mean is Rey, CLS, Thrawn, Palpatine, BB-8, Hermit or regular Jedi Master Yoda, what you've needed in order to complete those events is you've needed the characters at 7-star. You've needed them with decent mods, not even your arena mods, but with decent mods. You've needed their regular abilities with all the way through the purples with some select omegas, and you've needed time and diligence, which they give you a week to do it, time and diligence to be able to pass the event. Is it possible this one with power creep would be a little bit harder? Sure, it's possible, but it's still probable that given the right experience, you could get there with Gear 8, Gear 9, a couple of omegas, a couple of omegas and none of the zetas. You can make that team work. So do not go overly heavy when you really wanted to invest in one of the other characters, you know? Don't push gear on something you're only going to use one time and then never use again. Let's take a wait-and-see approach. When in doubt, don't do anything. When in doubt, don't do anything. Don't overspend. Don't buy a mod. If you're like, oh, this mod might be kind of good or it might kind of suck, well, then you've already answered your question. Don't buy it, you know? Well, I might need this for an upcoming event that we're speculating on, or I might not. Well, then you've already answered your question. Don't do it. You can always do it later. Okay, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
Malin87, question, what is the verdict on whether or not Darth Nihilus Zeta is good or bad?
Okay, so here's the deal. Good or bad is not good or bad. It does not help you and actually hurt you against a certain team comp. When you use Darth Nihilus on the team, first of all, he has 2 Zetas. He has a leader Zeta and he has a unique Zeta. Pretty much no one is using his leader Zeta now. He's not a pilot, so putting the extra Zetas on doesn't give him extra speed or something. So don't worry about that. And don't do his leader because you're not going to be using him in the leader position, more than likely. Now, his unique Zeta, when you go up against a triumvirate, puts a debuff on one of the triumvirates, possibly, which then feeds turn meter and gives health to Darth Nihilus. Now, that's bad. Don't do it. So, right now, I cannot really see that Zeta being helpful to you unless you're running a Vader in that team where you can Culling Blade, or unless you're running a character on that team that gets like TM based on debuffs for the opponent. So there are times when that Zeta could be good. However, currently in the current model of the teams you're fighting, that Zeta does not appear to be helpful as much as other Zetas.
I agree with you overall, Grande. There is one thing I've noticed that helps with the Nihilus Zeta, which is that what I've noticed is if you're fighting an opposing like Traya team that has a Thrawn, the debuff forces Nihilus or Thrawn to do a turn meter swap rather than do a fracture on the first turn. Like, he only really seems to do the turn meter swap when he has the debuff, which Nihilus causes. So if you don't, he can sometimes fracture a character that you really don't want him to fracture. If you're running Sith Trooper, it kind of helps against that, but if you're not running Sith Trooper, then you kind of leave your Nihilus exposed. I've had that happen actually one time just because he seemed to resist the debuff or whatever, and then Thrawn did a fracture off the bat. So there is some benefit to the Nihilus Zeta as well. Overall, I agree with you. I think right now it's not the greatest Zeta, but I don't think it necessarily... It situationally helps too, but I think more often than not it hurts.
Next question.
I blame Finn.
Ski Trooper, question. 2 territory war teams, JTR 3 Zetas, Zeta BB-8, double Zeta R2, Zeta L3, and he's got Chopper. And then the second team is Zeta Bastila, Grandmaster Yoda, Zeta Ezra, Hoda, Old Ben. Should my next Zeta be BB-8's self-preservation protocol or one of the Yoda specials?
One of Yoda's specials.
Yeah, battle meditation, that'll just benefit that Jedi team way more.
I totally agree. Battle meditation would do way good stuff on that team. Don't worry about your BB-8 team. You got that team under control. The only time that Zeta works good for you is like if JTR dies, right? Well, JTR's not going to die on that team.
Yeah, right.
JTR's not going to die on that team. If JTR don't die on that team at first, then that leaving him all his droid allies, then it doesn't help you. So don't worry about BB-8 no more. Worry about your Jedis. Here's the other thing too is Jedis could make you an arena team if you needed a second arena team. There's no way you're going in there with JTR and BB-8 and calling that a top tier arena team today. That's like a 50s to 100s arena team right now on most servers.
Kazakagi, too easy. Question, Finn, can you make bacon Twinkies?
I will, but... Okay, so my Twinkie maker has to be on pause for a little while because of something we're potentially working on, and so I have to get in shape. You see, Ranger, I'm being good. I'm cutting down on the Twinkies.
Mm-hmm.
Not the bacon, though. I do like bacon, but I'll cut down on the Twinkies.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, do you think guilds should regulate who can use Night Sisters in Phase 3 since it's so OP, but Night Sisters are required for Phase 4?
No.
It's up to the guild.
No.
It's up to the guild.
But it is up to the guild. I mean, if the
I
guild
thought
wants
about
to make
that too. Yeah, because it's so consuming for those P4 teams, but like Phase 3 is just going to go by even faster now. So it's like basically whoever can squeeze the damage in, and you'll get more damage out of that in P3, and then it'll carry over to the whoever's got Night Sisters left in P4 and the kitchen sink quota.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay, we got somebody who wants Grundy to give him a shout out. The name is in the Skype.
Name is in Skype. Somebody I'm giving them shout out to. Let's see. The name is Ski Trooper Califragilistic Expiala Porga plus Ha. Boom shakalaka. You're welcome.
We missed you, Grande.
You're welcome. Welcome, Ski Trooper Expialidocious. You're welcome. Let me just, and I'm going to tell you, I want to wish you a very mecha like a high, mecha hiney hiney ho day.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
We miss Grande.
Oh no. Oh no.
iMix Master 1. Question, would you rather have a Porg or Jar Jar Binks backstory movie?
Word.
Neither.
Aww.
I do love Porg, right? But I know the reason why they're in the movie, and it's just because they were puffins on the island. I don't want them to force characters. That's just gonna cause for a bad movie. I love Porg, but I can't watch the franchise hurt itself with like bad movies like that. So I would say neither. Neither of them need a movie. Jar Jar Binks actually probably has a backstory since he was actually a character, but I mean, even then, nobody likes Jar Jar.
We need a Porg Christmas special. That's what we need.
Can you imagine Star Wars an Ewok movie or an Ewok story?
So Ewoks are more possible. I mean, they have their own freaking TV show, and there's a lot of different types of Ewoks too. Ewoks are better than Porg. They actually have like a history. Porgs were honestly an accident in the movie. I love them, but they were unintended because of puffins. There's not much else you can say about Porg.
Deliason, question: how bothers? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Deliason, question: how bothersome is it that people call slicing splicing when there is no P?
People type Scion with a C like a car. So.
It should be called mod silencing, since the Thai slicer. So mod silencing. There you go.
And there's still no buttsuck in the game.
Everybody throws a bunch of Z's in front of the character's name for Zeta, so I don't want to hear anything about that.
Oh, dude, can I just tell you, when someone's like, "Oh, you have a Zeta Zolo," and I'm like, do they mean Kylo or Crew or Han Solo? And some of the Han Solos, more than one Han Solo has a Zeta, and so I'm like, can you guys just stop with the Z shit?
Say, like when you see someone with like a triple JTR, it's like
Zever.
Well, can I just tell you, all it does is add to freaking confusion, and it doesn't actually help the situation. If they have one Zeta, put a Z in front of their name, and then write out their whole goddamn name. And then if they have more than one Zeta, then put a Z, and put a name, and put unique, or put special, or whatever.
Or put like a ×3 at the end or something.
But seriously, you know what? What are you gonna do when Zam gets a Zeta?
Zam.
So basically, but wasn't
Zams.
like a movie? Wasn't there a movie called Zazam? I think
Shazam.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And once again, Grande failed us.
I can't stand it when people change the names. Like when people.
What do you mean, Zaina?
Like Zal. Yeah, exactly. Zal. And instead of saying what it really, I can't
Zeta
stand.
Mall. It's free.
Yeah.
Hey, Zavin. What do you think about that, Zavin?
See, I've got a Mr. Gnarly. Oh, I've got Gnarly, Mr. Gnarly. Yeah, I've got Mr. Beardy, Mr. Mustachio, Lando.
You guys watched The Office, right?
Yes.
Or used to when it was on. Do you remember the episode where at the beginning, like in like the beginning scene, Kevin decided that he wasn't going to use vowels anymore in order to save time in his day?
Yeah.
I go farm now. Wait, so are you going to the farm or are you going? Oh no, SeaWorld. I go SeaWorld now. So wait, are you going to SeaWorld or are you going to see the world? I go SeaWorld now. Okay, fine. I'll stop using it. They all see. I love. That's just kind of what this is reminding me of. It's like you do this stuff in order to save time, and by the time you explain what you're saving time with, you've wasted more time than if you just said it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. I mean, like, seriously, like, you people think you're cute, and you're not. You just make me want to slap a freaking...
I go SeaWorld.
Be quiet, Zagrande.
When me president, they see.
Hold on. Be careful. I see Zanger around. Be careful. I see Zanger. Everybody just be careful. Everywhere is Zanger.
It's Z-Ranger.
I didn't mean Ranger. You don't know if I mean Danger or Ranger or Zanger.
Z-Ranger.
I thought you meant Dengar.
Zanger Zilrazensen.
And that's just how you say hello. That's just a salutation that says Ranger's around. That's
Science.
Ranger Will Robinson. That's his name. We're just
Plus, by the time that it comes out, we're gonna call him Zevin.
Oh god.
Next question.
Helenix from UWOL Corellia and the GRDS. Question, forget mods, what is the proper turn order for a triumvirate +2 team in the squad arena? Who are the best +2, assuming all tunes at 7 stars at gear 11/12?
Yes.
The turn order will... So, assuming... So, what was the question? Assuming that there's no mods?
Well, he's just saying forget yeah.
So for me, I do the Trey lead Triumvirate Thrawn Sith Trooper, and then my Thrawn's the fastest, so he can swap turn meter with Nihilus and then drain cooldown, and then it's trying to basically just manipulate the other opposing Nihilus and keep him from going. Yeah, isolate him, fracture him, whatever you can do. That's what I do, in my opinion. So.
No, that's the right strategy. I just wasn't sure what the question was asking, right? Because it's whatever because it depends on your team too. So what team is he running? Did he say which one, like the full team he's running, Stanley?
I think he said he was asking the Trey lead Triumvirate and then +2, like what are the +2?
Just any +2?
What's everybody running? Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Because, I mean, I've seen different ones, right? So Sith Trooper with either Thrawn, Enfys, or Emperor Palpatine seem to be the 3 most common ones. But depending on which ones you're running, it varies. Because Enfys and Thrawn, you definitely want your fastest, and you do exactly like Xylos says. You make either Enfys or Thrawn your fastest, and then you try to control the opposing Nihilus. But if you're running Emperor Palpatine, it changes, and you need to get Scion and Nihilus fast. I mean, it kind of... It does vary based on kind of what your other 2 are.
Yeah, because, I mean, for me, I put both the Gear 12 Plus pieces on Thrawn, and then I just recently put one on Scion, too. So, you know, they're both going relatively fast, but I'm not so concerned about Nihilus because I swap with him anyway, so.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a smart decision.
Thank you.
Nathaniel Morgan, question, will we get bonus mod energy?
We may. I mean, they gave us bonus fleet energy at a random time, so it's possible they
More than likely.
For a price?
No, just like the free boost, the 45 energy boost or whatever.
Yeah, you'll probably get it at your 9 o'clock regular refresh.
Well,
right?
Yeah, that's the one that's empty right now.
Yeah, that's the one.
So what I'm
got
thinking.
One regular. So yeah, probably at 10 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night for you, whatever it is.
Doyason, question, can Ranger sing one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple porg eater song?
No.
And then I'm skipping an Eternal Twins question.
Thank you.
Xylem1111 question, why does my TP have patterns on it?
Well, because it's not for men, it's for women.
Why does your... I don't know. What the hell did you do to your TIE pilot? I don't think TIE pilots are supposed to have patterns
That's
to
not
it.
what that means, Finn. You're ridiculous.
Doesn't TP stand for TIE pilot and like FOTP? And
no, it stands for toilet paper because they don't have frilly stuff on the TIE fighter pilots and stuff.
And we're a toilet paper stream?
We can be if we're going to be a pork stream.
There's a huge... Well, I guess technically, if you get like the good toilet paper, they're both just as squishy.
In my book, you can use both wipe your ass, so it works out for perfectly.
It's true. They are both really, really soft and squishy.
That's right. And they don't take work. Let's just move on.
One of them won't bite you if you do it, though, so be careful.
That's if you're doing it wrong.
The one won't poop back at you.
Let's move out. It's time to go on to the next question.
Captain Obvious question, when will Moist Trooper be added to the game?
Soon, TM.
Yeah. Hopefully Tits is not listening right now.
Moist, definitely.
Can you just imagine asking her a question? Where's your next Zeta going? On Moist Trooper? I'm going on Zeta Moist. I think
so that would be Zoist, right?
It would be Zoist. Zoist, Scooby.
Like, hey, Scooby!
That would be a question to ask Moist Passiert.
Zoinks!
I was wrong on so many levels.
We love you, Mist.
And yet, awesome. Oh my god. Okay.
Darth Hideous, question, why does Sanely skip questions? Does he want to get fired or sued?
Sanely is
Are you
allowed to
skipping
read
Sanely?
whatever questions he wants in whatever order he wants to read them. He's the apprenticed question reader. That's what he gets to do. If he feels a question is not worthy of being read out loud, he can skip it.
The big deal has spoken.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
If you have a
That's all
problem with that,
questions.
take it up with Tits McVenom.
That's Zitz McMenem. We've zated her.
Yeah.
I don't know if she wants to be called Zitz McVenom, just so you know. That's not that didn't work. Oh my god.
Hey,
Well.
it gives it a whole new meaning once she's zated, doesn't it?
I think she's gonna kill you.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. That's science, baby.
That's going to happen.
Hideous, you better be careful. She'll kill you too.
It's all right. I'll protect my guildmate.
He just typed in chat Zitz McVoltron.
Wow.
Hideous is gonna die.
Well, the artist formerly known as Darth Hideous is, we will miss him.
Okay, let's do two more.
Oh my god.
Darth Hideous, question, why is Grande yelling?
That's what he does.
I'm sorry. I think I always speak way louder than I should. Everybody in my entire family is like, Dad, you talk too loud. And everybody thinks I'm always yelling. I should moderate myself. But if I talk too quiet, they think I mumble because my voice is so low.
Mm-hmm. You're just a mumbler. We get it.
And that's science.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the questions we got.
All right. Well, Mr. Porg, since you want to be a butthole, why don't you close us out?
Oh wait, can I say something real quick?
Sure.
Am I allowed to let people know that we need a couple guild members?
Yeah, go for
Am I
it.
allowed to say? Okay, so if anyone is looking for a heroic guild, we have two guilds that are in need of a player each. One is like 172 million, and the other one is like 142. Both have heroic on farm. So if you are looking for a guild, you can contact me on Discord.
There you go. And she is Dana Descent on the Discord with the
Yep.
D and then a bunch of weird symbols that are going to be hard to tag. So good luck.
Yeah, but I left my name. The normal way. But it's for the Empire Alliance. With the little thing over the eye.
That's right.
All right. So thank you all for watching. This is the RSG Lunch Hour, which we do on weekdays, Monday through Friday, on working days, i.e. there's not going to be a show on this coming Monday because it is Labor Day in the U.S., but we do this at noon Eastern for about an hour to entertain you during your lunch hours. Wednesday nights, like yesterday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we do our weekly Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes live stream where we go through the news and notes and give you our opinions on things happening in the community so you can prepare for the upcoming week in Galaxy of Heroes. Then we have our Saturday morning question and answer stream for Galaxy of Heroes called Jedi Academy, where we have a great group of people, starting with the RSG crew with myself, Loki, Grande, Ranger, and then we add some other great YouTubers such as T-Money, Warrior, and the newest edition Jedi Master Adastra. So join us for there. Come with your questions. We answer questions for about 2 hours, and we'll go through all of that. Then if you join us during the week, we also have some other fun games that we play as well. We do Dungeons & Dragons on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We do Borderlands on Tuesdays and I know Tits hates that. I apologize. That's just the way I say it. So on Tuesdays at 10 p.m. for the most part, but that may change a little bit as we get a particular schedule. And then we're also looking at doing some other things. Ranger does Battlefront, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you guys get notifications about when we're going live with our live streams. I think that covers everything. Make sure that you follow us on Twitter We're doing a lot more on Twitter now to show you kind of things that we're doing and things that we're preparing for. That's also where the mod infographic is. So go to Twitter, subscribe to or follow us on Twitter. The channel is Reality Skewed Gamers with no vowels in the Skewed and Gamers. So it's Reality SKWD GMRS. And you can follow us there. Make sure that you're going into the YouTube description so you can find other ways to support us if you guys wish. We have the Patreon, we have the PayPal, we have YouTube membership, and we have Super Chat, which you are more than welcome to. Nothing is mandatory, but we appreciate it, and all money that we get goes directly back into the stream to make it better for you guys. And also, make sure you lick that like button.
And hit the bell notification. Let us entertain you.
All right. There you go. Good job, Dr. Finn. So on behalf of myself and the RSG crew, too many to recognize today. We want to thank you all for being here. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll be out in the Discord later on tonight hanging out with you guys. So if you have questions, things of that nature, you can come hang out with us, and we would be more than glad to assist with that. So on behalf of myself and the crew, everyone have a great rest of your day, and we will see you later on. Peace.